Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. Something a little birdie told me has actually happened. There are two more sites that appear to have been hit in Pakistan, and I don't have to tell you what kind of sites these are. And the fact that it is happening or it has happened, I got confirmation from somebody who wishes to remain anonymous, and so it happened. On the other side, if you look at what many publications are saying, AP News, Economic Times, Quint, all these people are denying that it happened. So interesting, you know how I've always told you, right? Never believe a politician until he has officially denied it. I'll give you an example. Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy, I've been asking him for like last 3 or 4 interviews, are you running for Senate? Are you running for Senate? Well, he kept saying, no, I'm not running for Senate, until last week he announced that he was running for Senate. You get the point, right? So if so many publications are saying it did not happen, well, perhaps it did happen. Not only that, there's an 8 o'clock program today that you don't want to miss with the 3 good generals, and we're going to be talking about what happens next. There's a lot of reordering that is going on as far as relations between US and China, as well as US and Pakistan, and China and Pakistan are concerned. Looks like some of the equipment that China promised, heaven, earth, and moon, did not work. Looks like there were a lot of Chinese specialists who tried to use these things, and that did not work either. So looks like China quietly withdrew and let Pakistan face the elements. Sorry to be so derisive, because what has happened first? This is something that I'm going to wear with like a badge on my chest. Very, very proud of this. Just let me tell you what happened. First, please like this video. This is what happened, viewers. Last 24 hours, PGurus channel is blocked in Pakistan. One guy with a small team of researchers coming out with the truth bombs scared you? Phat gayi? Hawa nikal gayi? Kya ho gaya? Well, the truth is that they have banned PGurus in Pakistan. Not that I care much, because it also tells you when somebody is trying to deny someone access to something that appears to be true, well, the government steps in and tries to do something about it. So this is what happened yesterday, and I don't know when it's going to be restarted. I really don't care. I mean, the number of people who are watching from Pakistan, if they really want to know what is happening in their country, they'll have to figure out a VPN to get into YouTube and watch this thing. Certainly, there are other channels that are also submitting it, broadcasting it. I don't know if channel 2 is also shut off, but I am right now on both channels, channel 1 and channel 2. So now to the crux of the matter. Remember, I showed you about this map yesterday also. Where are the nuclear sites in Pakistan? I told you that there are 2, 5, 5, 1, 1, 2, 4, plus 14, 16 places where it is believed that Pakistan is using nuclear, whether it is processing for power or for enrichment. All this stuff is known. This is from US, and I will give you the link again. Yesterday I gave the link. I'll give you the link again after this finishes. So look at the bottom left. Where is that? That is Karachi. That is one place where it is believed that an Indian strike happened, especially in the place called Malir Cantonment. This is a researcher who has used open source intelligence, Jamwal, and I'm going to give you the link to that one also. Thank you, Jamwal, for that. And this is one place that the strike has happened. And one wonders what happened here. Were some things taken out? What exactly is the fallout here? One doesn't know. But like I said, I've got confirmation that this did indeed happen. But this is not the entire story. There's a bigger, much bigger site that seems to have also been hit by India, and that is Kahuta. Kahuta is the place where A.Q. Khan, the guy who stole the nuclear bomb technology from Europe, came and established it. And to impress General 𝗤𝗓𝗏, I think he buttered up, I don't know who he buttered up. He buttered up, he buttered up either US Department of State or somebody in Europe to make this huge, stainless steel gleaming centrifuges. These are like, maybe 10 meters diameter. It's huge, right? And General 𝗤𝗂𝗏, who was probably like, I don't know, I don't want to be derisive. I don't think he really knew what he was seeing, but the heck of, it impressed the heck out of him. That, oh, we really have something. And then they plowed more money into it. Remember, Pakistan really doesn't have a formal economy. Much of the economy is informal, meaning like there are landlords who produce grains, sugar, wheat, and things of the cotton, and so on and so forth. And that gets sold in bazaars and markets. Not much that you can find out. Karachi Stock Exchange is there. They do a few things. And whatever it is that is traded in Karachi Stock Exchange is probably mostly Fauji Foundation run companies, where, the Fauji Foundation itself identifies the sectors it wants to get into, and then it starts controlling all that stuff. So Karachi and Kahuta, these are the two places it is believed that India has hit. And we'll get more information on this in the days and weeks to come. And we will also find out if there is radiation fallout there. And well, just wait and see what happens. Now, I'm going to try and see. I'm done with my update. At 8 o'clock today, we are going to be having the three good generals, General Ravi Shankar, General Dushyanth Singh, and General Rajiv Narayanan. And we are going to be talking about what happens next. Is US and China now looking at India in an entirely different prism, angle? Are they a little nervous? Because finally, the West is coming around to the point of view that India didn't defeat Pakistan. India bench pressed Pakistan. If you, this is an American terminology, okay? Defeating is like hara diya. Bench pressing is like, I've done things to you. That sort of stuff, where a guy can't even get up. That sort of stuff. Anyway, so this is what it is. And I think US is also recalibrating frantically what they need to do. Certainly, 𝗥𝗡 surprised the heck out of them. And that technology is completely indigenous. Even the BrahMos enhancements, I don't think they are aware of what India did, because that stuff was not shared with Russia, to the best of my knowledge. Because like I told you, right, BrahMos started with a joint cooperation. And then at some point of time, Russia went one way and India went another way. Russia may have something similar, but they have not released anything about that. So this is where things stand. I'm just going to quickly go through and see if there's any questions. I hope you are asking with the hashtag ask. It is much easier for me to pick up your questions. There is one. Just give me 1 second while I quickly go through these things. Thank you for all your compliments, guys. We are just trying to show you the truth. Interesting, some of the comments that you are putting out. And let me see if there are any more questions. I've got one so far. And I'm just quickly browsing through all this stuff while you guys... Okay, somebody says AQ Khan didn't steal it. It was given to him. Let's be real. Okay. The India's chance was in 1971 when they had completely decimated them. They should have demilitarized Pakistan, and there is nothing they could have done about it. Yeah, US would have jumped up and down. So what? So there are 4 or 5 questions now, adding up more questions. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to line up all these questions. There's a lot of feedback today. I'm so happy that at an unusual hour, I've got you all joined in, and I'm trying to excuse me. PGurus first off the blocks. Yes, indeed, we are. And there are lots of things that are going on. Some will be not confirmed or denied. You'll have to make your own assessment, because if you start watching hashtags like radiation in X, right, then you'll start seeing stories, and they'll tell you from which country, which gaon, which state they are reporting from, and what exactly is the problem. So there are lots of questions now. I'm going to quickly go through these questions. I hope you all have liked this video. First question from MP. It's great that they deny nuclear sites are damaged. None can blame Modi about the nuclear fallout then. Damage done without the liability. Yes, indeed. Next question from SK Digital asks, looks like Bharat didn't use S400 at all. What they use is all made in India so far. This is something that is very interesting. Some sites, some publications have said that actually Pakistan took out one S400 in Punjab. And these are all claims. It has not been confirmed nor denied by India. And I also know that General Rajiv Narayanan, in his rare hangout where he did reveal a little bit more, he did say that S400 was hardly needed, which means 𝗥𝗘𝗙 did most of the work with its network and AI and so on and so forth. This loitering drones, I think India has really perfected it. A loitering drone is something where if you keep moving the target, it can stay in sync with the target and go find the target. This is just an easy way to explain it. Go back and look at Google. Uncle Google will give you a better idea about what a loitering drone is. Very, very effective. Next question is, 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗏 wants to know, capabilities of BrahMos are all over YouTube. How come no one picked up its capabilities? Well, sometimes what happens is our region is known for exaggeration, hyperbole. So they may be thinking, yeah, let's see what happens. So only when they see something, and that's when they believe, oh goodness, these guys really do mean what they said, and they have really shown what they are capable of. Good for India. Ask it. Sorry. 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗥𝗏 wants to know, is it time to cancel Skylink contract as US is very unreliable even with Republicans? No, Skylink has a function, has a role also. If you are in the desert and if you want to connect to internet, and let's say, for example, there is an operation going on in the Thar desert. I mean, it doesn't make sense to draw lines all the way to somewhere in the middle of the desert, because once the operation is over, you're not going to be using that anymore. So for such things, Starlink comes in very, very handy. Like same thing with remote areas like Leh or in dense forests, all that stuff, Starlink works very, very well. It's a very niche market. Only some people will need it. It's probably going to be expensive because of that. What's the leverage that India can use against Turkey? Look, Turkey has 𝗪𝗘𝗧, Mumbai word. Turkey 𝗪𝗘𝗧. Erdogan 𝗪𝗘𝗧. Yeah. You Erdogan, if you want to understand what 𝗪𝗘𝗧 is, ask your blood brother Aamir Khan. He will tell you what 𝗪𝗘𝗧 is. So these guys are, the guys can't govern, and they are trying to, Turkey is a relatively modern democracy, and these people have tried to radicalize it. And I don't know how much successful they are. We have to wait and see if Erdogan will survive the next election. It is believed that the mayor of Istanbul might actually defeat him, in which case this guy is done. I hope he goes to jail for what he did. Next question, is it time to cancel Starlink? I've already done this thing. Sorry. This is also done. Srinivas Kambhampati wants to know, Sree Iyer Garu, who is interested in Pakistan from USA? No, these are all things that they wanted to use as leverage to try and keep India under control. You think you think US didn't know that 26 Hindus were going to be massacred? May not be the exact number, but they probably knew the idea. That's why I was ranting at Radhakrishnamurthy. He says he's a Hindu, he's a friend of Hindus. He should have put in his foot and said, no, you're not doing this. Unless he didn't know, in which case, then what is the point in being a House Intel member? That's the question. You can't say yes, you can't say no. Let's see. He's now running for Senate. He's going to have bigger challenges. Let's see how this plays out. Hemant wants to know, will China help Pakistan regain more intelligence about India to Pakistan during the ceasefire time? You know something? It is believed that the ISR, whatever you call it, it's just a word and you can go look it up. The entire intelligence was provided, infrastructure was provided by China, and they had Chinese experts who were doing it. It's when they saw how India was responding, they quietly got up and went away. I'm going to give you a link to a thread. Go through that, and you'll get exactly what happened. Very, very well done. This person appears to be a journalism student. And for somebody who's a student of journalism, this is a very well done narrative. Take a look at that and you'll understand what happened. Can you confirm radiation leaks, please? I think you'll have to wait for some time. Even Kirana Hills, it took 24 hours before you started seeing that. Wait and see. Kidventure says, why not? Why is India not retaliating when Pakistan is continuing to violate ceasefire? When do you think these two things happen? Any guess? I don't know. I'm just finding out now. When do you think these things happen? Harshil Shah wants to know, what were they doing before they attacked? We attacked them. There was an earthquake before the strike as well. No, the earthquake-like phenomenon is done whenever you take out nuclear storage stuff. It creates the same kind of a signature on the Richter scale. I believe it was India damaging all these things that created that Richter scale registration. Thank you, 𝗟𝗏 𝗤𝗏𝗍𝗂. Thank you, Nataraj Chintalapati. Ab ki baar 400 par mean S400, not elections. Good one. Big Texan, thank you so much. Call this a good old-fashioned ASS whipping? Probably, Big Texan. Be that as it may, this is still preliminary. I'm sure others will pick it up, and I'm sure they'll start digging a little bit. I'm sure they'll be ringing up their Pakistani contacts in Karachi and in Kahuta. Kahuta is very close to Rawalpindi. Very close to Rawalpindi. In fact, let me go back and show you the picture as to where the probable location of Kahuta is. See this thing here, very close to Islamabad. This is where, I don't know if you can see my video, my mouse. It is right there on the top. That's where Kahuta is. So who knows? Now even their capital city is not safe. Thank you, Meena Sevan, for becoming YouTube member. And with that, we come to a close of today's program. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.